Are we live?
Fuck it, we'll do it live. And we're recording a podcast.
We're recording a podcast here.
Let's get into our intro here. Oh, I got something to show you too.
Oh,
Yeah, after the intro.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the weekly podcast sanctioned by the government of Wonderland. Swear words of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the podcast. All other swear words are restricted. Wonderland officials of Ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the podcast and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 1 continuous hour. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until the podcast concludes. Blessed be our Wonderland leaders in America, a nation reborn. LIW Anthology Series Review is now in effect.
Hello, Dick. Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW Anthology Series Review, episode 68. We
conformity!
force-fed ourselves some Lee Martin's The Midnight Hour, episode 610, Kill and Kill Again.
Lee Martin.
Rod Serling and
This
Lee
is-
Martin and Vincent Price had a weird chud baby, and this fucker drooled out.
I don't know what this thing was, what we just watched. I'm still... Is it a Christian show, but there's cursing and murder and blood and fornication?
The opening scene was a rape.
A rape scene! Rape!
And then he bangs an underage prostitute.
Yeah, and an underage prostitute's getting banged.
Twice.
Yeah. And
He
he's like...
stops, takes a phone call, and goes back in there while saying I was balls deep in something. Referring to her vag. Or
This was
hopefully vag.
so bad.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't even know what to
acting
begin.
is terrible.
I chose this one because I was picking a lot of recent episodes that we can do, like Room 104, and like we do Creep Show, and we do Inside Number 9, which we love. Creep Show, I like a lot. Inside Number 9, I love. I'll say it.
Yeah.
We're doing that next week at our episode 506, the Stakeout, with the one with the cops. Sounds like fun.
That'd be fun.
And that, I choosing a newer shows, American Horror Stories, which sucked, but whatever. And then I was like, I randomly clicked on this because I have all these downloaded, and it's on YouTube. And I went and I was looking around. I'm like, I clicked on one. I was like, wait, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, oh, this must have been like a 4 or 5 episode thing a guy made. No, 7 seasons, 84 episodes.
I'm in shock.
Where they aired, I know not. I cannot find.
They look like
MNTV.
They look like a bad Cinemax porno show. Like they're shot that way.
But then it suddenly has a very Christian message about halfway through that they quickly abandon.
And then the woman who is supposed to don't
ruin it.
Was it the mother or the psychic? The psychic was not the killer. The mother was.
No. Yeah, well, you ruined it for anyone who wants to watch this.
Because I forgot the psychic and the mother looked exactly the same to me.
They both have sitting out in the sun all day long skin. And they're about the same age. They're in their late 50s, early 60s.
Late 40s, actually, hon. I just haven't aged well at all.
I'm your guys' age. Oh, what's the issue?
Too much sugar, too much premarital sex and smoking on my part.
I went against God's will, and he smited me with some wrinkly skin. You know how it goes.
I don't think God would allow this show to be made if he knew it was being made.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
That took me for a loop. I was just like, is this a Mormon show? Am I missing something here?
We definitely went on a roller coaster ride because it starts off. I turn it on. We get Lee Martin popping up, doing his bad Rod Serling thing. And he's like, feel free to try to solve it before the end credits.
And that's the thing. It's like that, like the tonal shifting of this episode goes from like 100 to 1,000 miles an hour to light speed. Like, it's like, what the fuck is this show?
I got to air some of his bad Rod Serling.
I thought it was a joke. Like his Rod Serling, like it's a joke, right? But then, are we supposed to take this seriously?
I think so. It's got an HD intro, which was surprising. This is 2014. It feels like it was made in 1992.
Oh, it's terrible.
And then here comes Lee Martin.
Good evening. It's often been said that to keep your own secrets is wisdom. To expect others to keep them is folly. Tonight we'll meet Clarice Bianchi, whose psychic insights into the disappearance of a young woman will be her folly, as she threatens to expose a secret which someone near her wants buried, even if they have to kill and kill again.
This one.
Our story begins in just a moment, and you're invited to solve this deadly mystery before the curtain comes down at the midnight hour.
Oh my god! What the hell is that?
I think it was a guy who had an idea. He likes the Twilight Zone, but he's kind of dumb.
Retard.
He's definitely dumb. He thinks he's way better at this than he is, which is always the greatest. If you're in the bad stuff, it's always the greatest mix where it's just the worst ideas and someone so motivated because they think they're the greatest and they have to get this art out. And he tries to do a Rod Serling thing, and he's like, Twilight Zone, the midnight hour. It's very similar. He threw his name on the front. I don't fucking know why.
It's essentially it is ego over talent. Like his ego is so big that it pours onto the screen. It drips with his ego, and it's like the worst thing ever. It's like getting molested by your uncle, but he's proud of it. It's just so awful.
I mean, sometimes you molest so good, but yeah.
Well, granted, yes, but
you can't tell me he doesn't have an ego when it's not the midnight hour. It's Lee Martin's the midnight hour.
Yeah,
as if we need to fucking know who he is. As if he's such a big star that Lee Martin's the midnight. Fuck yeah, I'm on board.
I would not put my name on this if I did this. It would be a fake name, but I think Lee Martin might be a fake name.
It could be. You kept calling him Lee Marvin.
Yeah, of course.
But speaking of the Twilight Zone, the thing I wanted to show you was I finally got the 2002 version on DVD.
Oh, look at that!
Because it's been $175 on Amazon for the longest time.
It looks expensive.
I finally found it for $30.
Look at that there. That's wonderful.
First thing you see when you open it, Bill Mumy and his mom and daughter.
Are you going to get buried with your currency in that DVD?
Damn right. There's Bill Mumy.
Look at that. That's really sad that out of all the episodes, that's the major one they put on the cover is that one.
And they're all out of order from like what IMDb has listed.
Huh.
So
is that
confusing?
Is it the original airing date, or is this
so? Which makes me wonder what the fuck IMDb is going off.
Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I think they just get handed a list, or somebody just puts it in there and they probably don't even put it in accurately.
But like the last episode on this box set is the Executions of Grady Finch, which is a very early episode on IMDb. That it was the first episode we did.
Yeah,
and
that's the last episode on the
it's the last episode on the disc.
Huh?
On ours on IMDb, it is. Let's see here.
Isn't this sad that we're talking about Twilight Zone 2002?
Oh, it's episode. Yeah, it's only 4 before the end, so never mind. But yeah, they're all just different order, which throws me off.
That's weird. You think it's sad that we're talking about Twilight Zone the 2002 DVD because this show is so awful? I mean, this was the cheapest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and this is where our discussion really needs to focus on is why and how does this show exist?
Yeah, I have no idea. Is it
Because
funded by the state in Canada?
Made in Detroit. No, it's Detroit.
Is it Detroit?
It's on CMN TV. It shows here on IMDb. I'll show you the picture.
What the hell is CMTV?
CMN TV. It's apparently 18 plus.
I don't believe that.
I'm guessing it's a website. I'm going to look it up right now.
That's a fake channel. I've never seen that before in my life.
CMN TV. Community Media Network TV. Out of Troy, Michigan. So it's public broadcast.
Oh my God.
If you go there, there's a camera you can buy.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Okay. The first thing is defend public access.
But doesn't public access have to follow the FCC guidelines? Like, don't have cursing? Because there's cursing. There's F words and everything
There's
in
a
this
lot of
show.
cursing.
A lot of cursing.
But at least this kind of explains a little bit more. Defend public access. CMN TV needs you to tell the FCC no to this ruling, not giving away our rights. Apparently, they're not under the FCC.
Well, shit.
But maybe they did a different voting because there's a completely different thing. A recent FCC ruling gives away local control of public right-of-ways. It also allows cable companies to charge community TV centers like CMN TV for connecting to access channels mandated in the Cable Act of 1984. Worse, this ruling restricts local governments from charging rent for commercial use of these right-of-ways. The rent multi-billion-dollar telecommunication companies pay our communities fund CMN TV. If this ruling goes unchallenged, CMN TVs will be eliminated.
Is that a problem?
Kind of on board with that ruling.
I think I'm on the FCC side on this one. I never thought I ever said in my life. But you know what? The FCC does some good. Keep the shit off the air.
So that does answer a lot of my questions about how this show got made. It's public broadcasting, so it's publicly funded.
I don't. But how? Like if you found out your money was going to this channel and you saw this shit, you'd be going, "Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Why are we hiring the worst actors? Are they pocketing the money?"
It aired, according to this image, Thursdays at midnight and Saturdays at 10:30. So maybe there's different out, kind of like how Comedy Central can play, like uncensored stuff after midnight or after a certain time.
Yeah, but that's fucking.
That's cable, but
that's cable.
I know. I'm not gonna pretend to know the Michigan laws of.
Yeah, this is madness.
Even though I am from Michigan,
this is.
I've never heard of this channel.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Are you sure you didn't go to high school with this guy?
Oh man, that would fuck me right up, man.
That'd be so great if you did, though.
It doesn't show how old he is. He looks like he's older than me, though.
Well, this is what, 2014?
Yeah, so he's probably a decade older than me at least, right?
Possible.
He looks like he's my age then, or maybe 40 then.
Well, I mean, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
He can't afford cocaine.
He's got CDC money.
CMN money.
Yeah, CMAC TV money.
But here's where we break down something I found a gold mine on this is the Midnight Hour Facebook page. Okay, so the psychic lady, we'll get into the plot here in a minute, but we saw a bunch of black cats, like these exact black cats. One's laying down too. That's on the detective's headboard when he's fucking the prostitute, the underage girl. Okay, but here's some pictures. This is clearly Photoshop. That castle's not there. But if you go down these pictures, you're going to see a lot of the same stuff. It's kind of amazing. But now that I know it's public broadcast, I kind of understand it.
Well, they have the same props for every episode.
Hey, it's the same actor.
Oh, no. He's playing the same character?
No,
maybe that's a follow-up episode.
I don't know, but this is amazing.
I kind of want to watch the entire series now.
Well, we got 84 episodes.
That's sad.
The next one.
No. I think this should be a magic ball pick. You should have it put them in the tumbler, because that tumbler of doom will put effect and bring out the worst.
See, and that's what we're looking for with this show. I want to see the worst.
That's probably the worst. Go back to no.
It's a lot of women in their bras.
Go down. Where's the guy in the crow makeup? Or go up, I'm sorry. The guy in the crow makeup, that's probably awful.
While struggling to keep his job as a clown at a rundown traveling circus, drunken, foul-tempered Gus Evans persuades a carnival fortune teller to help him undo a grisly murder he has committed using supernatural powers. To his horror, she does.
So wait, scroll
the Midnight Hour.
Up again. There he is again.
Watch out for a marvelous character performance from actor Jamie Wheatley in this month's Midnight Hour episode, Die Laughing. Yeah, it just keeps going from there.
That's the first episode. You see, that's a follow-up to that one.
No, this is 2017.
No, go up, go watch, look. it's a follow-up because it's the same character.
It's the same episode. It's the same. It's a week apart. It's a month. They do one episode a month. So
Yeah, it's like part 2 of that episode.
no, I think it's the same exact episode.
What, they have
2 pictures.
20-minute episodes that are twice a month?
No, it's the same posting. They only air once a month. Those 2 posts are like 5 days apart.
Oh.
But it makes me wonder,
How good is this performance?
what was the episode called?
I don't know.
It's on the other one. Die Laughing.
Die Laughing. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let me go back and see when that aired. Now I'm curious.
These are so bad.
So 5.
I mean, to say that there's multiple seasons is like horrifying.
When the fuck was this episode?
Never forget applies to this show. Oh my
Episode
God.
108. Damn.
Oh my God, it was an early episode. So what did we watch?
We watched season 6, episode 10.
Oh my God. So it didn't get any better, I assume.
No, I mentioned that during our review, our commentary episode that you can see on the lawstudios.com. Go to LAW Plus, you can hear it there. I mentioned I chose this because I skimmed through an episode and I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? And it was like a lot. Every episode I would click on the episode and then fast forward randomly, and I would see a girl in a bra, and I hear like, you fucking no, and like that level of acting, and I was like, oh my God, we have to do this, and I've been waiting on it, so excited to get to it.
So I'm going to assume, this is my assumption because we haven't watched another episode, but when we do in the future, I'm gonna guess this guy Lee Martin really has it in for women, because it looks like every woman on this show is either going to be a murderer, a whore, or a murdering whore. Sure. What?
Someone fucked him up for sure.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those shows where you're going to see a behavioral pattern that's maybe akin to an incel.
And it's not like someone fucked him up like Rob Zombie, where you're like, it's cool that he's so fucked. Like, you know what I mean? Someone fucked him up like Norman Bates in real life. Like, it's not a fun way. It's like something's fucking wrong with him.
Something really sad happened and twisted and horrifying. And I feel bad for the guy, but not enough to support his show. Like,
oh, we're going to support his show because we're going to cover this show again. Okay, plot of the episode. Starts off, Lily Sobieski is a prostitute.
Not even close.
Someone walks up with some money, and all you see is the dude's ass. And like his legs going down in a V, and then he's like, you see the money, and she's like, no, not again. We're not fucking doing that again, you motherfucking fucker. And then he rapes her in front of the window, and all I picture was the neighbors being like, oh, Pamela Martin's son, Lee is doing a little rape movie in there. How lovely! Oh, he's on public broadcast TV. That's fantastic. Keep it up, you Martin boy. Oh, he's gonna go places. Gonna put our town on the map. And it's just it's the worst because it's a 4.5 second. He's like, I'm done. Bye.
It's just so awkward and just.
And then
gross.
a towel.
Ugh.
It's clearly like her mom's trailer or where the fuck she's supposed to be living.
Well, and here's the other thing that's kind of stupid, because when you have the point of view of the killer is literally on the ground.
It's 3 feet up. Okay.
It's like it's a midget.
She takes a shower, and then she stands in front of that 80s picture, and then here's the killer's POV.
Yeah, see how low that is? It's like, oh, it's the doll. That's stupid.
But in reality, it would be like, Mom, don't stab me, Mom.
Right, yeah, she knows it's her mom.
Why?
When the first thing he says, how did you find me? Or why are you here? Oh my God, no, you're going to kill me. Ooh. Oh, Christ, that was bad. I don't know.
So the mom killed her daughter because the dad left, because the dad went against God's law, then left the family. That's what she said. And then I'll play that scene later.
Yeah.
But then she says in the very end, when she does her 12-minute exposition dump in a very vulnerable place, that
That's the best part of the whole show.
She killed her because she's fucked up. She's like, in that previous scene, she's like, I raised my daughter right. And then on the stairs, when she's like hanging on the attic stairs, she's like, she was a whore. She was using
it wasn't even stairs. It was a ladder.
The ladder she's standing on to go to an attic.
It's a ladder that's 15 feet in the
I'll play
air.
that scene too because this show's on YouTube. I can just play all of it if I want to.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
This could be a show we could do live because
yes,
it's public broadcast TV. I technically own this.
So really, we can do whatever we want because this show is so bad.
Yeah, it's
we have to share this with the world.
So then she changes it to I kill my whore daughter because she's a whore. Why did she kill her whore daughter, take her whore daughter's doll, and dump it outside the psychic's house?
I don't know.
And then go to the psychic, get her hired with the detectives. Why did any of this happen? I don't understand any of the reasoning.
Well, here's the other point of problem. I guess the psychic's not very good because she couldn't figure out it was the mother.
No.
So she's not a very good psychic to begin with.
They meet the psychic, and that's my favorite scene because it shows the mom and her husband, and then it cuts over and it shows the psychic and her husband. But we don't see an establishing shot.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to some guy named Jake.
There's 17 people in the room.
And it just kept cutting. And I kept I was like, oh, it'd be so funny if they never do an establishing shot and they just keep cutting the people in this room for the next hour.
Oh my
God.
A
guy with circus. Like, he's over there dancing.
I laughed my ass off when that happened.
And then it cuts to the detectives. And I was like, holy shit, they are. They're still doing it.
Oh, oh my God. You can't make this shit up like how bad this was.
Well, let's fuck it. I mean, right?
Watch just play it out. Like, okay, she's dead.
Right after the murder.
This is the most recent picture I have of Rainey.
I'll just turn off the audio because who cares? But it's amazing what happens.
So that's the mother. Go to the psychic, see how they look similar.
That's the mother and the father of who I don't know, a different girl.
The psychic and the mother could be sisters. Look at that. They have the same nose.
Question. Who are they looking for here? A different random girl?
No, they're looking for Brandy. Brandy's missing.
Why are they looking for Brandy? So that's the mom, right? That's the killer?
Yeah, the mother's the killer, and she's looking for her
They all look the same. I really got confused there. Okay.
Yeah. It's like she's looking in the mirror. Look.
But you see how we never got an establishing shot?
No,
the room and
it's
who's
hilarious. Watch, and then all of a sudden, this guy. Who's this guy?
He looks like he's a bassist in a Christian band.
Christian rock metal band, please.
Yeah. Oh, what was our name for them? 8-inch nails.
No, Nails of the Cross.
Nails of the Cross.
Or Christ.
And then it cuts to these detectives who were there too, and it's like they keep adding people in the scene.
Well, and was he a detective or was he a reporter?
The guy on the left. Let me pull him back up.
Jason Biggs.
I'm just going to leave this up.
Jason Biggs is the reporter.
Jason Biggs on the left here, or on the right, is the reporter. This guy is the detective, and he's the worst fucking actor in the entire episode. I don't know why he's dressed like this as a reporter. I've never seen a reporter in a movie dressed like this.
No, he's in his first communion suit. That's what
he looks like he's ready to lead the congregation. But it keeps going. They hire the detective. They give her the doll. She freaks out because she has memories that the doll was watching the murder. And then they all go outside and have a conversation.
Oh my God. And the clock don't work in the background.
The psychic, her clock is stuck because you can see the second hand not moving. And it's midnight because it's the midnight hour.
So I bet you $100 that clock's in another episode.
Oh,
we're going to have to look out for that clock.
Watch the clock not move.
Oh, dear, that clock don't move for nothing, hon.
Let's put that back up there because I don't want to watch that clock. Yeah, what's the next scene that happens? She gets killed. This is where we see the cats. See the cat right there at the top?
Yeah, they are. The same set dressing.
There's the cats. Okay.
Did she not lock the door?
I guess not. She got killed. This is where we got very confused. Because she's on the phone with this guy, the reporter, apparently. And call the cops. And then he starts saying, like...
Waited several minutes on the phone, and That's when she came back screaming, telling me to call you.
She asked you to call me?
Well, not you specifically. She said call the police. You don't honestly think he did it, do you?
Why would she
Oh,
call him to call the police when she could do it herself?
This is a great revelation during our live commentary because they're sitting here having a conversation. Do you think the husband did it? Do you think the husband did it?
And he's right here.
And that motherfucker's right behind him.
Some of the women killed in this city are murdered by their husbands.
They're not
or
whispering.
boyfriends.
Okay. Would Clarice's husband
He's
ring
right there.
the doorbell before killing her then?
Maybe.
He's going to
If
be
he
right
knew she
here in
was
this
on the
over-the-shoulder
phone
shot.
with you and wanted to make it look like a stranger attacked her.
Then where are her notes? She said she was writing everything down. And
Right here.
where's the doll?
Husband.
Listen, you can believe whatever you want, but I think that Clarice was killed because she knew too much.
Look, Anthony.
And that cuts to the wider shot, like when they start to walk away. And that motherfucker's right there.
No, but listen to what he says at the end, though. Watch, play this part.
Media's going to have a field day.
No, before that, he goes, the husband's having an affair with a student.
Look at that TV.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you shitting me? That's like a
Where are
vintage
her notes?
television.
She said she was writing
Are
everything
they
down.
trying to be like
And where's the
hip?
doll? Listen, you can believe whatever you want, but I think that Clarice was killed because she knew too much.
Look, Anthony. We don't even know there were any notes. Nobody saw them, not even you. And you may have misinterpreted what she said. As far as the doll, she could have lost it, misplaced it.
I love when they clearly have the audio of his shot and they play it on the other guy's shot because it's like, and then the audio is matching up.
100 other things.
But Charles had no motive to kill his own wife.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah? Well, here's a news flash for you, pal. Charles has been banging some 22-year-old interns.
Yeah, I was.
At the university.
I'm right here. I can hear everything you're
Police
saying.
found out about it a couple weeks ago, but wouldn't give him a divorce.
Fred Armisen over there.
He's watching them talk about how he has motive, and he's like,
And he's a suspect in the murder of his psychic wife, who wasn't a very good psychic.
didn't see the 22-year-old and her husband coming out.
She doesn't see the guy banging a 22-year-old. She can't call the police on her own. She can't do anything. She's an awful psychic.
Oh my! There's so many of my favorite scenes in this. And I keep going. No. But he goes. The reporter goes back to the mom, and this is when she tells the sob story about how the girl's dad left because he went against God, and she's whole time she's doing this like here's a Bible. Pretend this is a Bible. I don't really have one at my.
Jamming it in his face.
She's doing that the whole time. And he's like, okay, and then we're like, this is when we're like, holy shit, is this a Christian show?
Yeah, I guess it's.
But why all the
bizarre.
swearing and rape and stuff?
Yeah, it's bizarre.
And then the next scene after this, after the Christian debate, was this guy's gonna bang a fucking underage girl. This prostitute. Her exposition is great.
Either I make time for you when you need it, or I go to jail, right?
Well, you don't have to put it like that. I'm doing you a favor by not arresting you for prostitution.
Let's put a pause here because look at this. Here it is again.
There's the cat.
It's not the same as before, but it's the same exact style.
You know, sadly, my aunt had that in her house in the 80s. I remember that. Oh, my God. I haven't seen that thing in 20 years. It was, oh, my God, that's the same decorative panther.
I'm going to find one and send it to you.
Oh, my God, they're so awful.
It'll be in your not first, but it'll be in the next Phoenix box.
Yes. Yeah. All right, your dick box is going out Monday.
Oh, good. Okay.
So that you'll get some new stuff.
Yay.
Some good stuff, too.
Those dick boxes are fun.
No. Just like this guy. Look at that. Look at it. Look at he's trying to be Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park.
I was going to say
asshole.
I was going to say Burt Reynolds, but yeah.
Yeah, he's doing the same pose. I bet
I love this dialogue because it looks like the most boring sex two humans have ever had. And he's like, "You like it rough, don't you?" The whole time he's going.
And he's clearly wearing pants.
You like it rough, don't you, whore?
Look, he's wearing pants when they lift the blanket up. You better not have a heart on you, son of a bitch.
Okay, Dad. You know this is the real life dad daughter.
Well, this is awkward for us, but we can do it. We're good actors.
Yeah, right. You like it rough, don't you?
Look at him.
Oh my God, this is so bad.
You like it rough, don't you?
Don't you? Go. That's.
Oh, you muted yourself. Look into my eyes when I'm fucking you this hard.
I was blowing my nose. Oh my God, it was so bad.
She's like, I don't even know that you're moving, to be honest, but
I can't feel you inside of me because
you're getting it accomplished, sir.
You're a very small unit.
and she makes him answer his phone. Okay. There's
The
so
most
much.
annoying ring in history, too, by the way.
Yeah, she had a point, to be fair.
Yes, she did.
What the hell's the matter with you?
I want to pause because I want to see if his phone that he goes to pick up is the same the one that he answers.
Sorry, I can't stand
It looks like a flip phone, and it turns into okay, flip phone. You saw that, right?
It looks like a
Flip phone.
Beneke, what is
Not
it?
a flip phone.
From the Herald. Can you talk?
Damn it.
Yeah, he is a reporter. He says he's from the Herald. So he is a reporter. That makes no sense.
He talked over his line.
Sorry.
Okay, that's a completely different phone.
Crazy.
Beneke, what is it?
Lieutenant Beneke, it's Anthony from the Herald. Can you talk?
Damn it, I was balls deep into something, Anthony.
Not Natalie Portman. Okay.
I bet you Lee Marvin thought he was a genius for writing that.
Yeah.
I bet you Harry goes, oh, this is gonna be so good.
Oh
Balls
God.
deep.
The way the
So
scene is, I forgot.
That's so risque and
I
so
feel like we are
fucking
going to play the
dull.
whole episode.
You're gonna have
So
to.
it goes back to them fucking, and he's immediately hard again. Stayed hard the whole conversation, and then you hear like this mucky sound.
It's a horrible transition, and he does it on purpose.
Ugh. Why is he flailing his feet so much when he's fucking her?
Because he's
Who
he's
does
into
that?
it. He's balls deep.
You lose your leverage. Ugh.
And then you got Norman. You got out of work, out of shape Norman Reedus here.
Yeah, this is Jake, who
Who
apparently.
again? I don't know who he is at all.
Well, the only reason I found out is because at the end, doesn't she say her daughter was dating this guy,
I guess.
and that's why she kills him here?
But then why didn't she kill him before?
And he writes something. He writes the house. He writes an address. He goes there.
This is the
hears-
worst.
This is the best scene. What are you
This
talking
is
about?
amazing. This is.
He's having
this-
a conversation with her.
This sets up the whole. Wait a minute. What? This is the worst reveal in the history of any show ever written.
I was like, all right, he's talking to someone. I expected it to be the killer, but no.
See, I thought it was going to be the mother who was throwing her voice,
no.
like it was like she was
Where are you?
puppeteering the whole
I'm the
thing.
chimney.
So he's talking to her. He goes back there, and obviously he doesn't know the girl's dead until this. So he's just fucking talking to him.
By the way, how long has this girl been missing? It looks like she's decomposed like 7 years.
She said 3 months. I thought
Yeah.
it was a couple days, but at the end he goes, "You mean she's been dead 3 months?"
Oh my
Okay,
God.
but he backs out of the room. And then,
Here's the stupidest killer in the history of mankind.
keep in mind, he just climbed a ladder to get up here, and here comes mommy.
You just can't keep hogs away from the trough, can you? So you found this place. Guess I didn't do a good enough job silencing Josh.
What is this, Rose? Brandy's dead. She's dead.
Of course she's dead. I
Jake,
killed her.
Josh, whatever.
She was
Brandy's dead. She's dead.
What are you talking about?
Do you know what it's like to be a pastor's daughter and get knocked up in high school? My parents threw me out. Brandy's father wouldn't marry me, and I had to give up my
Oh,
plans.
that's why she's a
Leave her
pastor's
alone.
daughter.
Where's
That's why
his
she got the
daughter,
Jesus
Rose?
kick.
Brandy grew up and she was no
That's why. I don't think the rest of the show will be like that.
No, I do want to go back to 1950. Not the year, but the timestamp, because that's when Josh is getting stabbed, and it's like body right here, and the stabbing is like
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll show that in a second after he.
It's hilarious.
She tells, look how long this scene is. She tells a very long story, and she says, "I'm going to kill you and bury you, and nobody's going to find you."
He's keeper of secrets, Anthony. And, as
And he
soon as
does the
spring
only
thaw
obvious
comes,
thing you can do.
I'll bury you both where no
Look where his foot is. Look where his
Yes, I
fucking
do.
foot is to her face.
Husband, the
She's
butcher,
like,
who
anyway,
did it.
He's an awful murderer. Oh, by the way, I forgot I was on a ladder that was 15 feet in the air. Like, what?
You dumb bitch.
You dumb bitch. You deserve it, you idiot.
Okay,
I broke
1950.
her leg on the way down, too, probably.
This is where, okay.
There it is.
This is where Josh dies.
Oh, my my god!
I'm just
Who?
gonna play this because
Like
watch
I
this
said-
knife and how not close. They didn't even try to move the camera or the actor.
You say this is the scene where Josh died. I still don't know who Josh is.
It was the guy she was dating.
I don't. It don't matter. I don't know. You say that.
Okay, watch this. Yeah. Fucking love it.
Oh my god! We need
Give
to watch
me
this.
more.
We're gonna watch this whole series now.
And we're gonna play it apparently on the show every time.
I agree.
I want to see what happens with this episode when I post it, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, nothing's gonna. What's gonna happen? She hasn't been on the air since 2014.
No, it's been off the air since aired from 2000. It's not even officially canceled.
Oh
the
no!
Last season was 2015. So 2015.
Yeah.
But it makes me wonder because he seems like a guy, obviously the ego, because it's Lee Martin's The Midnight Hour, that he'd watch this and go, because he's definitely going to watch this and go, oh, what? How could they? Copyright claim.
But he doesn't own it because there's no copyright.
No, but he can still do a copyright claim on behalf.
There's no trademark.
Like you don't know this. I don't know how this works.
But nobody owns it.
We're in weird waters here.
And this is going to be the greatest gift he's ever received because someone's actually talking about this show that's no one's ever fucking heard of.
Hey, his Facebook page has, and let me
22 people.
1,540 people, including 2 of my friends. Oh,
Ooh,
no.
How did that happen?
I don't know who these people are.
Well, it's because you're from there.
No, I don't know these people in real life. They're like just people I added, you know. Okay, those people are getting removed. But yeah, so it's only got 1,540 people that are on this page, which I wonder what LAW Studios has.
Yeah, why don't you look that up?
Yeah,
it's probably the same number, if not less.
I'm wondering how we compare to that show. Where the fuck would I find that on my page? That is a great question. Okay, yeah, 480. Okay. I don't really do the Facebook thing, but Twitter, 3,000. I don't know. I have no idea.
I should say, if you go to Twitter, it says how many followers you have.
It's probably 2,000.
Go look it up. Look it up. It says right there on the front.
Depends which feed we're looking for. Let's go to Twilight Zone 1. Profile.
That one probably has a lot.
Oh,
more.
3,500. 3,574.
Well, there you go. You're ahead of the game. You should feel so much better about yourself.
A little bit. But
hey, you're doing great in life, whatever.
It's just a show that I don't know how it went on that long and why he's so proud of it. And
I think it exists despite itself because he makes it himself. They pay. There's a fund for it. They don't have to put any money into it. They just got to make it. Good for him. I guess you know what at least he did something. Good for him. He made 5 seasons out of it. Good job,
Evan. I begrudge the man nothing. Hey, if they're gonna keep giving you money to make this, go for it, dude.
Yeah,
but it's not good.
Oh God, no.
He needs to know it's not good. It's not even close to good. It's fucking awful, actually.
It's probably the worst thing I've ever seen.
And I want to watch more.
And I want to own this on DVD.
I just think he needs to know that people who are watching this and enjoying it are not enjoying it for the reasons you might think they are. You're Neil Breen here. You're in the Neil Breen camp.
Neil Breen is a genius.
You're in the camp where people watch it and laugh at it. And if you're cool with that, cool, man. More power to you, man. I hope you run that studio soon. If you're cool with that and you don't, he seems like a guy that wouldn't believe that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, some of those people are going to genuinely like it. Those people are fucking idiots. But if you're cool with making this show and you want to do your own thing and you don't care if people laugh at it and love it, fucking more power to you, man. I wish I could be like that.
Well, do you think it's a Tommy Wiseau territory where he's accepted the fact that it's a joke and now he embraces it, even though in the original, in the beginning, he did not, and it's total lies that he thinks that it's a joke from day one. This was a serious That's what I don't like about the artist
No.
or the disaster artist movie. It does not go deep enough to make him a fucking weirdo. They're trying to make him a hero, and it's like, no, this guy's a fucking weirdo. You got to embrace the fact that this guy was a fucking oddball. Something about him don't make any sense. He's out there. He's just, what is he? Like, he's a fucking weirdo.
I'm gonna put this guy in the Neil Breen camp.
Yeah.
Who's a guy who makes stuff as equally as bad as Tommy Wiseau, but he's never gonna realize it or accept it, and he just keeps plodding forward. And you're like, people are laughing at you,
or he's a genius,
or you got like an Andy Kaufman-esque, like character thing.
He's a genius.
But honestly, with this guy, now that we found out he's on public access, the Lee Martin thing part of the title makes more sense to me.
Pretty funny.
If it was on Shudder or something, and he put his name there, I'd be like I'd have a problem. But public access, fucking go for it, man. Honestly, I want this guy to make every show on that public access channel.
Oh, so we need to bring up the end, though, the twist at the end.
Oh, I got it pulled up right now. I was waiting.
The twist at the end is like what sold me on how wonderful this show was.
Because, as we previously stated, when he's getting cut up, walking up the attic stair or ladder, and he goes up in there and he's talking to the girl, and she's like, "I'm right here around the corner." And I was like, they're never going to mention the fact that he's talking to a dead girl?
Rose only wanted him dead because she was worried that I could get to the cottage before she had time to bury the body. But there's just one thing.
Yeah, what's that?
How could I have heard Brandy's voice if she's been dead for 3 months?
Where's the attic in that house?
Again.
Rose nearly succeeded in committing and concealing the perfect crime.
He looks like a poor man's John Krasinski.
Enlisting the aid of a psychic for appearance's sake would bring her crime to light.
I don't think he's married to Emily Blunt. Wow, I mean that, and even that canned witch laughter. It's like from a fucking Walgreens doll that screams that way. And it's so bad. It's like, what the fuck was that?
I'm trying to enjoy making fun of this because after this, we're talking about this on our next show, and that's not going to be nearly as much fun. So,
well, it'll be a shorter episode because I have a few stories about it because I was there when it came out originally at the ArcLight.
Oh.
World Trade Center, the movie.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. So I think we should add this to our rotation. You mentioned bringing up the bingo hopper. I got rid of all my bingo things, though I do have the room for it. But how often should we do this show?
Oh, I think every other week.
The problem is we already do a creep show, and
put that on the back burner. This show, I'm telling you, this show is my new obsession.
I agree. And I'm glad you feel that way because I knew I was going to feel this way, but I was like, I think if Jansen watches this, he's going to be pissed.
Oh, Jansen could not fathom this.
But also next week, if Jansen shows up finally and he does Inside Number 9, he's probably going to be pissed for no fucking reason too, because he fucking hates everything. But if you don't show up, you don't get a vote. So yeah, we're going to vote to adopt this, right? This is
absolutely
a thing. This
is the new rotation. This is going to be every other week. I want it to happen.
He doesn't like the bad things as much as us. So
no, that's what makes it wonderful. It's mind-numbingly like what.
If you look at the Facebook page, they're so proud of their 7 million views of the show on YouTube.
They should be. It's a wonderful thing. Good job. Congratulations. That's wonderful.
But it's 7 million views spread out over 84 episodes.
That's still pretty good. I couldn't do that. I've never done something like that.
How many episodes do I have of theirs? Let me take a look because that is going to answer our question of how long. I have 49 more.
That sounds like enough to me.
I'll look into finding the rest of them, obviously, now.
But we will buy the DVD copy. If there's DVDs, we'll buy them.
There's not.
No, I'm talking to Lee Marvin right now.
Martin.
If whatever. If we can, if you have them on a DVD burner and you can burn them on a DVD, we'll buy it. We'll spend money and give you like $20 per season.
Okay.
I'll give you $40 per season.
Let me message them. Let's see here.
We love the show.
Share screen. And let's go here. Send message.
Look at that picture. He's in front of a blue screen castle.
We need to get these on DVD or some alternative.
The series aired one original first run episode.
How do we accomplish this mighty plight?
Well, don't say that. It's going to not take it seriously.
Fine. What do I write? How do we accomplish this? How do we
just ask? How do we get them on DVD or some alternative? How do we get the whole series?
How do we get this done?
Yeah, there you go. That's fine. Send it in.
I'm gonna leave this up because I got a feeling he's waiting.
He's gonna wake at the midnight hour.
Somewhere in a house in Michigan, in Detroit, he's sitting in a dark room, staring into a mirror at himself.
Like Batman.
And he hears.
He's sitting like Michael Keaton in Batman Returns, and the lights come on, and he looks up, and there's a giant midnight hour poster shines when somebody's looking for episodes. He just stands up, and he doesn't have an outfit. He just stands up, and he gets
the phone
enter on his computer.
Midnight hour. Midnight hour. Midnight hour.
We got one!
He puts on a suit. Holy shit.
God, that's wonderful. Oh, good for. Oh my God. He's the destitute, homeless man's version of Mike Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan is
He's
very
a genius
and makes great things out of terrible things. This guy makes terrible things out of terrible things.
Yes, that's what I mean. That's the joke. In a mirror universe, Mike Flanagan would be this guy.
Who's the flip side of Mike Flanagan that makes good things bad? Because Mike Flanagan makes the worst, stupid sounding stuff amazing. And who makes amazing sounding things awful?
Stephen King. I think we got it.
Okay.
Because Stephen King has never, like, his ideas are neat. You read his books, they suck. He's vastly overrated.
I hate people that defend his version of The Shining. That's what he wanted. Yeah, well, he's the fucking writer of the novel. Stay the fuck out of the movie.
Yeah, the movie was done. Movie adaptations are designed to be different. That's what I want. I don't want the same fucking story.
The Shining is in my top 3 horror movies.
Yeah.
I don't want his version. I don't care about his version.
And Room 237 is in my top 500 of documentaries that are so full of bullshit.
Oh, that is 100. That's like it's just bullshit as Midnight Hour, honestly.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just shows you how awful educated people are, academics are. They're just the worst people in the world, and they're going to destroy us all. They're going to be the death of society as the academics. This is what he meant when he was doing it. Stanley was too much of a brilliant man just to do a simple horror film. He did a horror movie, you idiot.
He did a war movie. He did a comedy.
He wanted to do different genres. Yes.
He is the ultimate. He does every genre.
It was about the end of it. It was about white America destroying the nation's land from the Indians. Like, what the fuck? Where are you getting this shit from?
They got it from the background. Okay, there's
the
a lot
background.
Of background.
I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me. This is why we're in the predicament we are in now, and they're going to get us all killed because they're so fucking stupid.
These are the people that hang out like crystal shops.
Yes.
You're like,
that's my feeling. My feelings are my own truth, so that means they're real. No, they're not.
I walked by because I was at the mall today. I went to Macy's.
There's malls still?
It was fucking packed.
Oh, yeah, it's a holiday.
The mall.
Oh, wait, no, it's not.
It's not a holiday.
It's 9/11.
9/11. No, but I went to the mall, fucking packed. I walked by a crystal shop, and I looked down. And whenever I see crystals, I realize I think of the scene from Man on the Moon, where Andy has cancer, and they're setting those rocks on his chest. and he's trying fucking anything to live.
Yeah.
All I could think about was like the desperation he had, and he did not believe any of that. He just did it because it can't hurt.
No.
I don't want to die. Like you get that thing, the scene with the hook, and they pull out like parts of him. Like,
well, yeah, and it was the guy did it. It was like a sleight of hand trick because
Yeah.
he did do that. That was a real guy that did that too. That was real, and it was bullshit. That's how he did it. He had chicken cutlets in his hands, and he would pretend to take it out, and it was chicken, and they go barbecue it after he was done.
In real life, you don't have pieces like that inside you.
No, well,
You can't just pull out weird little worm-looking organs.
No,
like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
are you pulling out?
Unless you have really bad tapeworm.
Yeah, but you want to be able to access that. It's in your digestive.
Oh!
It's not,
God, it hurt.
it's not available under the
Jesus.
skin that a curved
Oh!
little can get to.
I want to see that tapeworm come out. Oh, shit.
Unless it's that vine plant from the ruins that's like just under the skin.
That's true. Yeah. And the one from Minority Report was Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah,
That special future plan that
I love
knocked
that
him
movie.
out. I watched that. I gotta get that one on Blu-ray. I don't have that.
Yeah,
I need to
me
get
too.
that one.
Underrated.
That's a good one.
It's a movie that's not my top 100, but not far off.
It's a good movie. Yeah, it's a very good movie.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
And speaking of Kubrick, I will never watch AI again.
No,
I
thank
watched
you.
it once and I was like, oh no,
I'm out. Yeah, I'm done.
good.
No, yeah, that movie. When they had the Chris Rock robot, I was out. I was like, oh, this is bad.
I would rather watch Bicentennial Man again.
Oh,
I saw that in the theater for free because I was working at the theater.
I never saw that movie.
Ugh.
I've seen pieces of it, but I'm like, oh god, no wonder Ron Williams killed himself.
I saw it twice in the theater.
I think they were going to do Bicentennial Man 2. That's why he killed himself.
Yeah, I volunteered at the theater. I didn't work there, but we would volunteer, and we would like get people popcorn. And it was a small town, dude. So it'd be like we help people get in, and then everyone except one person could just go sit in the theater and watch the movie. And I'm like, I don't want to. It's Bicentennial Man again.
You sit in the fucking theater and watch it, you little
Watch it
shit.
twice.
That's called child labor. They're breaking child labor laws. Because 1995, you were what, 12?
That was 98. So
Was it 98? Oh, okay.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, you're too young to work in a theater. You have to be at least 16,
Yeah,
I think.
it was the JCs.
Well, volunteer, yeah. So.
My aunt worked with the JCs, and so we volunteered. But I fucking had no problem with it because get to go see movies for free. So fuck it, why not?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Like, what was 1998? Oh, is that when you saw What Dreams May Come?
No, I didn't see that in the theater. But like 96, I was still I was volunteering then, and I saw Twister and a bunch of movies.
That's fun.
Fuck
Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like half the movies I watched, I liked, and the other half were just like fucking awful. Like Hunchback of Notre Dame, I saw.
The 90s were pretty rough.
Yeah.
Did you see Eraser?
No.
That's a good one. Eraser was a
small
fun
town, so they only got like the big, movies.
Excuse me, Arnold
Disney
Schwarzenegger,
movies.
Jimmy Kahn, 1996. That's about as big as it gets.
Yeah, the big movies we only got. No, we got
Yeah,
like
so-
Disney tentpole ones, and then like stuff like that. Like Twister was there. Saw
That's a
that.
big one. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that. I wish I could go volunteer at a theater for 25 minutes and then go sit in a free movie. Fuck, I'd do it.
All right, I'm done. I'll be in the theater if you need anything.
All right, but I missed the opening. Like,
I'm gonna give
Trailers,
my
that's it.
free refill on my large drink.
yeah,
I gotta go see Chung-Chi, Chang Chang Chung Faka, whatever it's called. I want to go see that movie.
I'm not going to see it
I heard it's good. Everyone's saying it's really good.
after Black Widow. I'm done.
Oh, Black Widow was whatever. This one's actually, they say it's like one of the top 5 Marvel movies. They say it's really good. They say it's good. It's surprisingly good. And I guess they bring back my favorite character from the Marvel Universe. Ben Kingsley's the Mandarin.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He's in it. They brought him back. So I guess there's
People hated that, and I was
I
like,
don't know why. I thought it was brilliant. I love that.
I predicted that.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I don't think I was getting that vibe,
They went for it. They went
And I
all the
was like,
way.
And I kind of forgot about it by the time they did the reveal. I was like, oh fuck it, holy shit! Like,
I'll see, oi.
and he's
But,
got,
oh
like,
my
two
God.
playmates there, and he's
Oh,
like, living in a room where they basically feed him heroin and women. That's
it
it.
was so fucking funny. That was so brilliant. Like, that was great. And anybody who has a problem with that, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it was
I
great.
mean, if you can't understand that fucking the Mandarin is based on a Fu Manchu knockoff from the fucking 70s, which was already kind of an offensive portrayal of Asian people.
So they just went for it. Right?
They just said,
"Fuck
oh,
yourself,
yeah,
audience."
we're not going to have a Fu Manchu looking motherfucker. It's going to be a
loved it.
joke.
I
And
love.
I thought it was great.
Iron Man 3, I might like the best out of the three.
That's my favorite Marvel movie is Iron Man 3.
I'm glad they got Shane back to direct that because
Yeah.
I don't think what's his name,
Favreau.
Favreau could have pulled that off.
Well, Favreau was burnt out. Like Iron Man 2, like kind of hurt him, and I think
Iron Man
that
2
burnt
was a
him out.
lot. Like that movie's a lot.
Well, that had to hold the entire weight of the Marvel universe on its back because it was setting everything up. So Iron Man 2 was like not even his movie. It was like, this is you have to introduce this. And he's like, God, I can't even tell one story. So I felt bad. I mean, shit. But I mean, good for him. He got to be producer on the biggest movies ever made.
Yeah.
And now he saved Star Wars with Mandalorian. I mean, shit.
God damn, the Mandalorian's good.
Favreau is just.
It's not great. All it needed to be was solid, and it was.
It's fun. Like I don't care. Yeah, Star Wars is simple. It's not complicated.
Thank you. Why the fuck did they put so many heady ideas in the Return of Skywalker? I have no fucking idea.
Well, that's a whole nother podcast, but
yeah,
we're not going to talk about that. But
I had to fix all that shit, but it's still.
I'm not a hater of the Disney Star Wars like a lot of people are. I get the politics behind it because fuck them, but at the same time, I kind of like what they did. They tried something different, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah,
and I think it's a history lesson for all time. Like we're going to be talking about this for 100 years from now, if we're not all dead.
It's
from
not
our
even
stupidity.
Here's how long the conversation needs to be. Plan out your trilogy.
Yes,
that's the whole conversation.
That's all you have to do.
Yes, they didn't do it. Now you know why.
And then the more I hear about the Colin Trevorrow script, and I didn't like Colin Trevorrow as the first choice at all, but now I'm kind of like, well, maybe he was a good choice because that script and his production artwork looks pretty fucking cool. So I think they should have went with that one, but they didn't. But whatever, that's it. History's done. It's all done.
Lee Martin has still not gotten back to me. I forget it is 11:13 p.m.
Well, Lee Marvin's asleep right now, or he's Lee Marvin's dead. So
no. I'm going to bed.
All right. Well, should we end this show? And
yeah,
go on to the next one?
That's why I brought it back.
Yeah, let's end this.
Next week is Inside Number 9, 506, The Stakeout. Week after that, Crip Show 203A, The Right Snuff.
And after that, The Midnight Hour.
No, week after that, that's already planned out for a while. So,
oh damn
week
you!
After that, I made for you Ray Bradbury Theater 401 Mars is Heaven.
Oh my God, it's going to be terrible.
And then One Step Beyond are Monsters, and then One Step Beyond, and then Creep Show again, and then 2 Sentence Horror Stories, and then Beyond Belief Factor Fiction.
Should we throw in a Friday the 13th series for Adam?
Eventually, I don't know.
Maybe put one down the road.
Yeah, I mean, I got it planned out till the end of November. So.
Oh well, fuck yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get out of here. Oh, ratings.
Oh fuck, an 8? Like on a scale, okay. I'm gonna 10 out of 10. I think you're right. Just on sheer entertainment and like just amazement. I mean, this is
8,
10 or an 8. This is an 8. This is an 8.
I give it an 8 as far as.
Yeah.
What? I felt all of the emotions on this podcast when we were doing our live commentary. As far as like quality,
well, it's a 2.
I'm glad you said 2 because I pulled it. It's a 2. It's a 2.
Yeah, fucking awful.
I'm gonna rate this a 2 on IMDb, but I want you to know, Lee Martin, your Midnight Hour.
It's 8 in my heart.
It was the emotions were an 8, and I feel like you're not gonna live up to this again because now we know what to expect. And it's going to get rougher from here.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just going to get better.
But
especially that clown episode.
Oh man, should we just do that one next?
I think so.
Okay.
If we can get it, let's do it.
I don't think I have it. Let me take a look.
Oh,
it was
my
season
God.
1, right? And what was it called?
Maybe that doesn't exist. The season 1 ones are impossible to find.
Oh, I do. We can watch it right now.
Oh my God. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
We can watch parts of it right now. Let's just
why talk about World Trade Center when we talk about oh my holy God. Oh no.
We got tarot cards.
Oh no.
I want to skim around and see if I can see those fucking cats.
Oh
Oh, it's
no!
even cheaper. It's even cheaper because it's season 1, like early in season 1.
It's in a bad hotel room.
Fuck yeah, it is.
They're even shooting the Rod
No.
Serling parts of their hotel
That's
room.
Lee Martin's bathroom again.
Yeah.
This girl's bathroom looked like it was in the kitchen in this episode.
Oh
Because she gets out and there's like a table right next to the shower.
You show me those pictures, I'm now more excited than ever.
Right? I want to see that scene again. Let me pull that up, and then we'll get out of here.
You're going to show the 1980s artwork in the background?
Yeah. That scene blew my fucking mind when she got
That's called something specific. I just don't remember what it's called, that style. It's like corporate ad art. I don't know.
It's Andy Warhol bullshit art.
Andy Warhol. I gave you $50.
Here we go. Just get out of the shower and watch. There's like a chair and a...
Why is a chair next to the bathtub?
It's like a kitchen area.
Does she need that to take a shit? She needs to have leverage so she can.
I mentioned
one
the dick.
out?
This is the most Midwestern furniture. My mom, oh no, she just sold the house, but in her house has this.
Oh my god!
If you go in that house, it's there. This thing is there.
That's interesting.
Oh, this fucking.
There it is.
Bathroom.
There's that artwork in the background.
Yeah, there's there's an episode of American Horror Story. Or no, American Dad, sorry.
Wow, way off.
It's Steve painting 1880s. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, the girl in the painting was you. Let's see if we can find that painting. Yeah, here it is. It reminds me of this.
There it is, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, it's the exact same style.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dick Ticket.
LAWstudios.com, or Loitering Wonderland on YouTube, at LAW Studios, at LAW Anthology Pod, at Phoenix West. Dick is not on Twitter.
That's a lot to say. Well, I am on Twitter. I just don't use it anymore.
What? I had no idea.
At the Monster Monroe. It's Monster Monroe.
2-8. I'm showing him his 2 scores. 2-8. 2-8. Adam put these on here, and I figure we should use them.
That's all we have is 2 and an 8.
It's either a 2 or an 8. You either loved it or hated it.
Well, guess what? It's not far off from every show we watch.
Well, that's the Jansen scores.
Yeah.
All right.
It.
Bye.
Bye.
Podcast finito.
Are you going to do the outro or no?
I guess not.
I guess not. Fuck it, whatever. Hold on. I can grab my phone.
Nobody wants to hear that.
That's where you're wrong.
Hear your back scratcher.
Jesus Christ. I put a bunch of video games on Marketplace, and I got to talk to these dumb shits. Half of them are just the worst.
Which video games?
A bunch of old ones.
I love when you put firm price, will not take less.
And
you go 14% of what you posted?
No, it's literally I put $400. The guy goes, well, I only want these games. I was like, this is supposed to be a lot. I'm selling it as a lot. And then I just took the games out. I said, you know what? Fuck you. I'm taking these games out. And now this guy, or what? No, he said, I'll just buy these 3 games. So I took the 3 games and I said, I'm going to charge you this much for them. Okay, well, I'll just take them all then for $350. And it's like, fine, whatever. Just here. You can have it all for $350 and be done with it. And then he goes, yeah, I'll meet you tomorrow. Oh, wait, no, now I got to meet you next weekend because I'll be in Tracy. I'll be closer. I mean, oh, Christ. Whatever. Just fuck.
Be here, bitch.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to go look at an awful comic book collection tomorrow morning and see if I can get it. Because
live a strange life.
Oh, I got it. I've been buying comics left and right. I have like fucking thousands right now.
I've noticed you suddenly started buying them like crazy.
Yeah, I did. No, but I bought good ones too because all the X-Men comics are going to skyrocket because Marvel's doing those next, and I have newsstand variants of these issues. And if I get them graded, if they go 9.8 or 9.6 or anywhere in the nines, they're north of like $500. So I mean, I'll have 5 or 6 comics that'll be over the $500 mark if I can get them graded. That'll be awesome.
How much does it cost to get them graded?
I think they said it's anywhere between it's like $40, something like that, to grade each one.
Damn.
I think that's well, you got to pay for a membership. Then you have to pay for the package to send them in. Then you have to pay for the grade. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's roughly $40 a piece.
Christ.
But if they're a high grade, you sell them for the high price.
Yeah, well, you don't know until.
Well, that's the thing. You need to sell them when the spec market is so high that you're going to get a ridiculous price. You have to sell them then. It's like stocks.
I feel like you should get in. I was just going to say, I feel like you should get in the stocks.
Well, this is just as good because this is going to be cash. I mean, stocks you got to have like tax information and blah blah blah. This you could do it on the side and just get cash money and be like, I don't know how much I got.
The views of Dick Dick do not represent the views of LW Studios.
Oh, I mean, yes, I love my taxes.
I love paying them on time.
Love the IRS.
And in full.
I don't know what you're talking about. I allegedly buy things and sell them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Taxes.
No, just for right now. I'm not going to do it forever because who knows? I don't know when this market's going to stop. But right now, it's so ridiculous. I could buy $1 comic and flip it for 10, and I have. Like, it's nuts. It's crazy. It's insane.
All I'm writing on the podcast for this episode is for the show, for Lee Marvin, Lee whatever. Genius, pure genius. Watch this show and just enjoy.
Watch this show in despair.
Fail and fail again. I'll make fun of them. All right, 237. Content. All right, am I good? I'm gonna try to go. I should go to the bathroom anyway.
You go to the bathroom.
And then we'll switch over to this show.
Oh my God, I'm trapped under rubble. I can't breathe, Michael Pena. Help me, Michael Pena, help me.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
And you're gonna see the be right back thing, I think.
I'll be right back.
Adam didn't add it on here, so you're gonna look at.
Okay, fantastic. Oh my God.
A Weemoa, a Weemoa, a Weemoa.
Oh my holy
And
God.
we're recording a pod.
No, but listen.
All right. So make sure it recorded and good. Golden. Almost done. Shame on you, sir.
Huh. Oh. Oh no. Blood.
There's blood everywhere.
There's blood everywhere. God no. Oh shit.
This is our 269th episode of the year. This will be 270.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
What a thing. Oh, so Neil Breen Neil Breen is releasing a 2020 retrospective, I guess.
Of what?
Of his 5 films.
He did that a couple years ago.
I guess maybe it's he just reposted it because I saw it on Facebook right now.
It's like $270 or something.
No.
Yeah.
Good God. That's disgusting.
Neil Breen.
Neil Breen.
Film retrospective. Hold on.
Neil Breen.
Punch her in the face.
Get back to your fucking bed. Shut up!
All right. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna-
2006? Jesus Christ.
Okay, go. You gotta go upstairs. Go.
This isn't work. This, how dare you lie to that girl, say this is work.
I brought my headphones.
I put them on.
All right. Yeah, 5 hours, 40 minutes. But look at the price. Okay, here we go. Price. This is Neil Breen's 6th feature film, it says. How do you buy it? Oh, buy now.
Oh, there. How do you buy it? I'll tell you how to buy it.
$159.95 now. It went down in price by $100. That's good.
Well, how go? He's giving everybody a break.
But they reviewed this on Red Letter Media, and it was $250 or something like that before.
Oh wow.
Maybe I could be wrong on the price, but that's way too much for this.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Okay.
Holy
let's
shit.
Begin. Oh, let me delete the last one. And we're recording. And we're live. And we're good.
Yay.
But
We're
unfortunately,
here.
we have to hear a government mandated intro.
Oh, Christ.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the B-movie battle sanctioned by the government of Wonderland. Swear words of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the show. All other swear words are restricted. Wonderland officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the show and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 1 continuous hour. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until the review concludes. Blessed be our Wonderland leaders in America, a nation reborn. B-movie battle is now in effect.
God, that always makes me laugh.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to B Movie Battle, episode 59, Nic Cage Cast 37 for World Trade Center 2006. I'm Phoenix West.
Dick it.
It's my favorite intro I've ever made.
It's a good one.
We're reviewing it. Today is September 11th, 2021, so it's the 20th anniversary. We were originally going to do Valley Girls, but I figured let's swap it out for World Trade Center because we're never going to record on 9/11 again on an anniversary, like a special anniversary.
Yeah, darn it. Shit. Too bad.
Let me get one thing out of the way. Remember this?
Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh, look at that.
The Korean Blu-ray.
Holy shit. How much does that cost you?
$20 or so.
Oh, wow. Are there any special features, though?
Yeah. I don't know
Wow.
if it's in Korean, but...
Oh, we love a Nicolas Cage in Korea.
Hey, if they can handle our animation on Fox, they can do...
Oh, they can do Nic Cage movies. Absolutely.
But
Those
the
fucking
cover art is fucking terrible.
You know, well, a lot of Koreans died in the Hiroshima explosions in Nagasaki because they were the slave labor of the Japanese.
And then they have a background with the exact same picture on it, just in color. But whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got it on Blu-ray now. I fixed the problem.
You're going to watch it multiple times on Blu-ray because it's a feel-good movie?
Or that's a movie I just bought because fuck that DVD.
I'm going to watch it with your kids and talk about when Elizabeth Shue talks about cum in her hair.
And when she's pouring wine on her or whatever on her chest and he's looking it off of her.
Kids, I'll tell you what's happening here later.
That DVD, by the way, was an unrated version of the movie. That
Right, yeah, you said
like
it's like 30 seconds of stuff.
long.
Yeah,
It's so stupid. I can't remember if I brought that up or not, but yeah, fuck that.
Was that a purchase was that an Amoeba purchase?
Not Amoeba. No, I got that at Zia Records out here.
Oh, okay.
Where I got most of my Cage movies.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not going to pay full price for Stolen.
Why would you?
Or Rage.
You're only human.
Nic Cage in 2012 he put out so many bad movies. Like Stolen, Rage, like that little era he had where it's just these terrible Bulgarian movies.
Now, I'll be honest with you.
Season of the Witch was 2011.
Season of the Witch is
Trespass with Joel Schumacher. Ugh. Anyway,
this one is 2006.
Yeah.
So this movie came out literally about 5 years after 9/11. It came out in August because I remember working at the theater, and Oliver Stone was at the theater every day promoting it, doing screenings. So I got to watch Oliver Stone do Q&As, and he wasn't like super nuts. Like I was kind of surprised and actually kind of agreed with him because he said like, well, I think American children, like high schoolers, they should do like what they do in Israel, serve 2 years in the military or do some type of public service for their country so that they appreciate where they live. I was like, that's a good idea. I can get behind that. That'd be kind of neat. I like that idea because he did it. He was in Vietnam. I mean, he volunteered for it, I guess.
That explains a lot of his early career because fucker worked hard on. Like he won an Oscar for a Vietnam movie.
Yeah,
directing a Vietnam movie. So the man cares about Vietnam.
Well, he's a good director. I mean, Oliver Stone, say what you want, a good director, good writer. He's written some of the best big screenplays. He's in the 80s. He wrote a bunch of them.
Yeah,
and he was a go-to screen doctor, and then he became a director. Yeah, I mean, he's super famous. This movie, not his best. I would say it's probably in the low 5 of his movies.
I don't want to go that far.
I don't know. This movie is like a made-for-cable movie. It's okay.
Okay. What I was going to say, obviously, I want to get your opinions out of the way first. So, what about you? You kind of mentioned you had a couple stories about it at the theater.
Well, yeah. Well, because when this came out, it was still pretty prevalent because this just happened 5 years after it happened. But I remember working at the theater and like people would, because it was in the Dome, and people would run out crying in the beginning because the first like 10 minutes are the towers coming down. So people would seriously leave emotionally distraught.
I had left LA.
Movie.
I've been left LA about a year prior.
Yeah.
Now you're working at the ArcLight, which is that still open?
Nope, they shut down this year.
Yeah,
they're out of business. They finally shut down.
Not a bad theater.
That
I
was
like that, but-
great theater. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
But they
We
fucked
saw
up.
a
They
lot of
fucked-
movies there.
Oh, yeah, I spent so much time there.
We saw more at Grauman's Chinese though.
That's my favorite theater. It's Grauman Chinese Theater.
It's the classic style, and I like I like the old school theaters more than
Well, now it's
it was more modern.
Now it's an IMAX theater, the Grauman Chinese, but it's still awesome. It's the same decor, just the seats are better because they're all stadium seating now. Before they were that sloped on the ground.
I like the
seating.
sloped.
Well, it was neat, but this one's better. I do appreciate what they did. They did a really good job keeping. They have like the slope, but it's a comfortable.
But they kept the aesthetic on the wall.
Oh, it's all there. Yeah, everything's there. Yeah, it's the same.
That's a theater that cannot touch on the walls because that's what makes it the theater it is. It's I like that theater a lot.
Oh, it's
I
my
never
favorite.
went to the Egyptian ever, not once.
I went there for the Clone Wars premiere.
I remember looking out when we were in school and looking out, and for like a full year it was Hidalgo. I'm like, why is that still there? It's been there for a year. Like, how is that still premiering there?
They just couldn't have any other movie show there because Viggo Morrison owned that place.
But why? I don't.
Doesn't come
understand.
down. God damn it! Not until Eastern Promises.
And the Kodak Theater's right next door to Chinese Theater, but
Not even Kodak. It's not Kodak anymore.
What is it now?
I can't remember.
I don't.
Kodak's
they
out of
didn't show
business.
Movies, did they? Wasn't it just there for the Oscars? That was it.
No, it was the Oscars. Kodak was still film, and now it's not film anymore, so it doesn't exist. So Kodak's gone. It's just called. I forgot what it's called now. It's changed titles so many times, but that's where the Oscars were. I don't know if they're still there. They might have moved somewhere else now.
It needs to be there.
I think last year they were somewhere else.
The Dolby Theater. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is now. Yeah, because it's not Grauman's Chinese anymore. It's Dolby Chinese.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Grauman's hasn't owned it in like 25 years.
No. Still, my favorite theater in LA was still the New Beverly.
Yeah, New Beverly was fun, but that's gone too now.
Is it really?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, it's not. Lemley Sunset 5 is gone.
Okay. What
I
about
think that one's
the Silent Theater? Is that gone?
I think that one might be gone too now, I think.
That sucks.
I don't know. I went to a lot of things there too.
Yeah.
Everybody would have premieres, like their short film premieres or whatever. And I remember watching the Oscars live there with my friends and like making people laugh because you'd yell at the screen. That was fun.
It was a small little theater in a small little group. And those are doomed. They can last a little, like little lights when they go out. Yeah.
Unless Quentin Tarantino bought it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to stay
New
open.
Beverly, though, you sit in those seats and you're like, someone came in these seats 20 years ago.
Absolutely.
Someone was popping off in here.
And murdered.
Yeah. But then, now it's a nice area. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching the movie and I'm like, I can. And they're like 2 back-to-back old Clint Eastwood movies for $5. I'm like, fuck yeah.
That's
I went
pretty
there
good.
all the time. Especially because when I lived with that guy, remember that weirdo?
Oh, yeah. That guy, yeah.
We lived right next to it.
Is that where you were? You were by the Beverly Center? Okay. Or Beverly.
I would just pop over there for double feature because I do nothing else. So
I
$5.
couldn't remember where it was. I think I was only there once. I think I went there for a couple of I wanted to go there more, but I just never did. Oh no! I think Tarantino bought the Vista on Sunset.
Also,
I think he bought another theater.
Oh.
Because Vista's a famous one, but I think that was going out of business too because COVID must have killed it. And then he's coming. I think he just bought it, and he's making another theater for himself.
You think he would have bought the one in Westwood there on the corner?
Westwood,
like about 2 blocks south of the UCLA campus. It's where he shot that scene in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I think that's the Fox Theater. I think Fox owns that.
You think he would?
Or
buy it, though?
Disney now owns it. So I think that's a studio owned theater.
That explains it.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it's called, but I remember Mystic River playing there.
Yeah. They had little theaters in Westwood. Like they had 2 or 3, but I think they're all gone now because they're like AMC theaters. That's where I saw Baghead.
That's where me and Michael went and saw because you couldn't go because I think you were out.
Closer. Yeah, I was at
Closer. And
oh god, I wish I was there for that. That was a great movie.
And Natalie Portman and Jude Law. We saw them get into a car and we're like, Ah, cool. Let's
Well,
go.
they were fucking.
Everyone in that movie's fucking.
I'm a fucking caveman.
Okay.
Did you come?
I haven't seen that movie since the theater.
Closer's a
It
great
was good.
comedy.
It was good.
Closer's hilarious. I love Closer.
Yeah.
That's a funny movie.
I have a thing with Natalie Portman where I do like her, but I think she's a terrible actress most of the time.
I don't like her at all. I think there's something. I used to love her.
Yeah.
But I think now I'm just like, there's something about her. She's just awful. I just don't like her.
I think she was a good kid actor. Like in
Sure.
Heat and Leon.
Yeah.
She's good in those.
But she's barely in Heat. She barely registers. So she's
Yeah,
not
but-
like, she's just, whatever. She's there to be a catalyst for Al Pacino to go, oh, you're not going, you're not tonight, baby.
He slapped the shit out of her.
Time.
You know what's funny is we're watching Big Sky, like I told you, and suddenly Ted Levine shows up.
Oh shit!
And I saw him. I was like, but he looks old now. And I went, is that Ted Levine from Heat? Also Silence of the Lambs? Like, it's funny that I think Heat first and then goes Silence of the Lambs.
I haven't taken care of myself.
Oh.
I'll do
She a big fat lady.
She's been trouble. Oh.
Yeah, Heat is, yeah.
Put the lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again. I'd fuck me so hard. That's genius. And I remember he got in, and actually, I watched the Silence of the Lambs Criterion edition. I guess he and that actress were a thing for a while. The actress in The Hole, like they actually went out for a long time.
That'd be a difficult transition.
They were a couple. They basically fell in love on the set.
Huh.
Can you put me in a hole and call me a dirty whore again? Yeah, I'll do that for you, honey.
He's great in Big Sky, though. The
he's
show,
good. He's a good actor. Yeah,
the show's awesome. Okay. Like, I won't say watch it. I'll just say, if you're into that, go ahead.
This is the one with people dying left and right.
Yeah, the Ryan Philby gets shot in the head in the opening episode, and then nobody like. John Carroll Lynch did die.
Yes.
In episode 8, his wife kills him with a hammer.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll watch that. Shit.
She beats the shit out of him with a hammer and just walks out. And then the show changes gears and tells a different story. I'm like, what the fuck? It's weird.
Interesting. Is this a Netflix show?
No, it's ABC, but it's on Hulu.
Oh, it's ABC.
ABC.
Oh, wow.
It's on Hulu. It's only 16 episodes, the first season. You know, it reminds me of The Following.
So this is a network show then?
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be on in September, like this month. It's going
to
have
coming up soon. But it's a David E. Kelly show who did
a
show I've never fucking watched. The big,
pretty
big, whatever the fuck it's called.
Mrs. Michelle Pfeiffer, Mr. Michelle Pfeiffer.
He's white gold.
No, he's married to Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, who's white gold?
White gold.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to World Trade Center. I saw this movie probably, I don't know, 9 years ago, somewhere around there. And I was like, fuck it, I'll watch it. I did this thing where I started watching all these bad Nic Cage movies. Like
the hell you say.
And so I watched this and I was like, oh, it was way better than I thought it'd be. And I liked it. And I watched it again today and I was like, oh yeah, it's good. I like it.
Whatever.
But it's like, it feels too early. Like 5 years after seems way too early for this, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what threw me off when it first came out. I was just like, that's why I was kind of like, I don't like when you do a movie about something like that, like even the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood story, like you take an event that's horrible and you make a movie out of it. I just can't get behind that. It just cheapens it. I don't know. There has to be like 100 years separated between the two. I don't know, before you make a movie about it.
Yeah, or you say all the proceeds of this movie are being donated to the victims fund.
Yeah, it's just you can't. I don't know. So and I know, Grant, it's a true story, and I guess yes, that's good. It's a true story because it was like a really nice, it's a great story about these two guys surviving. But still, it's just like it's Nic Cage and Michael Pena. They're actors. They're not the real people. This isn't real.
Yeah, I think a documentary from Oliver Stone would have sufficed. I think that's the
Yes.
route he should have went with. But, and this is where I say but, and I don't often defend Oliver Stone. I do like some of his movies, but I do have my issues with them. One of them being factual stories. He just can't do it. This one is probably the closest
Yeah.
because it's real simple. But I'm just glad he didn't do these are the facts of 9/11 and start to go into like who did this, so how we're going to solve
Right.
it. This is what Bush is doing. Like they have someone playing Bush, like James Brolin,
Yeah.
and then they tied in with the W movie, which that's a movie I got a fucking problem with. But
Well, he did that one too, didn't he? Didn't Oliver Stone do
that's what I'm
W?
saying.
Yeah. So that was his follow up was
Yeah.
W. That's
That was
right.
2 years later, I think.
That's
So
right. Oh my
that's where I'm
God.
saying I have issues with Oliver Stone. He just does whatever the fuck, doesn't care about the truth.
Yeah. No.
But this one, I'm glad he didn't go that route. And that seems like an easier route. Instead, he just told a very personal story about these two guys who get trapped in the rubble. All of their friends die, and it's just them and their family, and they go back and forth, and that's it. It's a super simple story. We can't even really talk about the plot because it's just them getting trapped in the building, and then we see how the families have to deal with it, and then they cut back, and it's just that's it. That's really it. And then they get out. End of story. So I'm glad he kept it that simple and grounded.
Yeah.
And that's what made it feel less exploitative. You know, he's not capitalizing on the 9/11 hysteria.
Right.
He's just saying, here's a simple story with these two guys that was true. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And again, it's like, would you watch United 93 again, or would you ever watch that? I've never seen it either.
I don't want to watch it
again because I don't want to. It's too fresh and it's a real story and
and they're not alive, so none of that really happened the way
right.
It did.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get aboard with that. Paul Greengrass there with his movie seems like he did the Oliver Stone route, which is just here's a movie about this, and you know what I mean. It's about 9/11 stuff, so that'll really sell. I don't know. It just feels like I keep wanting to blame this movie for that of just trying to pander to 9/11 hysteria, but it's really not. That's why I put it off for so long watching it.
Yeah.
The problem with the movie, though, is exactly what I just said. It's just cutting back between these two guys talking about their families and then seeing those families.
Right.
They don't talk about anything else. They have a couple of little fantasy sequences where Michael Pena sees Jesus, and then Nic Cage talks to his wife, Maria Bello.
Yeah, Maria Bello. Remember her?
Yeah.
She's a staple of the early aughts.
Oh, yeah. She's pretty.
She was in a bunch of movies in the aughts, and then she just disappeared forever.
There was a bunch of those actresses back then.
Well, I mean, she's like Nancy Travis of the aughts. Like,
oh, yeah.
Nancy Travis was 94, like the early 90s, and she disappeared. And she was replaced by Rachel Lee Cook, and then she was replaced by Maria Bello. And then Maggie Gyllenhaal for a minute was kind of doing the Maria Bello thing. And now we have, who would be the modern day equivalent of Maria Bello right now? Oh, Rebecca Ferguson.
Yes,
Rebecca Ferguson's in everything right now. She will be gone and buried in 2 years.
And here's
we'll
the
never
thing
see her again.
That entire list sub Nancy Travis, they're all really good actresses.
Yeah,
like they're all solid. Nancy Travis,
she's fine. Yeah, she's
fine. She's a sitcom actress. She needs to be in sitcoms, and she's in So I Married an Axe Murderer and stuff like that. I think, right?
Exactly.
She's in that movie, right?
Yeah,
that's her. But yeah, it's Annie McDowell too. Before Nancy Travis,
right? Yeah, she was in everything for a minute there.
Yeah, and then vanished. And she's in she recently appeared in that great movie, Ready or Not. She's great.
Yeah, she's great in that. Yeah,
she gets her head beat in with a box.
Yeah,
right. That movie's a lot of fun if you haven't watched it. Not sorry if I spoiled something, but you know what's going to happen when you watch it, so you're not caught off guard.
It's a great movie.
But there are some hilarious things that do catch you off guard in that movie. One of the
Yeah.
daughters keeps killing all the staff on accident. The movie's great. Anyway, but it's just so simple that it's over 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 8 minutes. And I watched it all this morning at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
And I'm
god!
sitting there, I'm like, we're almost done, right? An hour. There's over an hour left.
Oh no!
Because the building collapses like minute 40.
Oh no! Does it really? I don't remember.
Maybe earlier.
I feel like it was about half an hour in, maybe, or less. But
Yeah,
maybe
it
not.
could be. But I will say this: 2 thoughts about the look of the movie. When they're all getting ready and they're going in, because basically the movie starts off with Nic Cage. He's leading his the Port Authority, the cops department of that, and he's like giving out the assignments. All these rookies like Michael Pena and his buddies in a bunch of movies, and a lot of character actors that you know. John Bernthal is one of them.
It's his first movie.
Is it?
Yeah, it says right here, John Bernthal's
He's
first
good.
movie. Yep.
He's good in this movie. He's barely in it, but he's got a couple scenes, and yeah, you could tell he's he's better than most of the people he's in there with.
Well, and I guess one of the the Marines that come back, I guess they come. Michael Shannon's one of them, and then the other guy. I guess
Ethan from Lost.
Yeah, well, I guess in real life the guy was a black guy who came back, and because no one knew at the time, because he just he disappeared. No one knew what happened to that guy. It came out. Matter of fact, the guy was a black guy, and I guess they found him. And he says, no." He goes, "I'm not mad." He said they're trying to tell a good, positive story about it, so I'm all for it. He wasn't upset about it.
And that's kind of going back to the previous segment we did, which is the movie tries its best to like honor these men, because they are, especially with Stephen Dorff's character, he's going, we're gonna fucking die here, like let's get out of here, and the guys are like, no, we need to finish this, like let's. And Michael Pena's character is even like, cut off my leg if it saves his life.
Yeah.
And they're like, they show both sides of that, which is like, I don't want to fucking die here, but we need to do this because it's the right thing to do. That's later. And this fucking happened, and I'm watching, I'm like, it's so crazy to me that these guys would do this, because they're on a pile of rubble that can collapse at any minute, and they're all just standing there carrying a dude out. I'm like, fucking, like, it's intense. It is. Like, if you put yourselves in if you're willing to sit by in this movie and watch it for what it is, and realize this is true, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. It's sad to say I don't think there's people like that anymore left.
Yeah.
That would do that nowadays. Everyone's so fucking selfish and spoiled.
They'd be so bored.
You're not going to find. No, I'm talking about the people who would save your life and try to help you. I don't think those people exist anymore, because they're just all the new kids. Like, half of them are shit. The other half are too stupid, and the other half are just fucking selfish.
Yeah, it's a different breed of person, and a special breed of person that would actually do this. And I mean, even Michael Shannon's character flies in from Connecticut and just goes, right, help these people. Like, I got to do it. It's the right thing to do. I got to do it, Yeah. And he went and enlisted and did 2 tours in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I expected to show he died, and I was like, oh, good. He didn't die.
No, he didn't die. He lived. Unless, But the real problem, though, is that smoke inhalation, or the after effects of, because those people are dying today, and they've been dying since then. And fucking government, of course, was going to take that money away from them because, it's just too much. We're spending too much to help them with their medical bills. Like, you guys pay that forever, asshole.
Yeah.
That's what the taxes are good for. Like, that's what I want my taxes to go to, not fucking studying the fucking some nutcase drawing. I'm going to draw the birth of Jesus out of shit. So give me a government grant for that. Yeah. But let's not pay the medical bills of these fucking heroes.
These fucking heroes.
Assholes. Yeah. Like, unbelievable.
Like, I get that it's cops saving cops, but they're also trying this. And when you see the stats at the end of the movie, you're like, fuck. Like 20 people were pulled out. That was it. Out of 3,000, whatever,
Well, because they were dead. I mean, there's nothing you can do. They're dead.
It's fucking. Then you get
That's
20, and
crazy.
you spent like around the clock trying to find people and risking their lives. And I'm sure some of those guys died too, like while trying to rescue.
Well, a bunch of them did. Yeah, no, a lot of guys. I mean, it's just fuck. That's why I never forget. And we forgot because look what just happened now. It was fucking unbelievable.
Oh, I could tell we forgot because it's the 20th anniversary, and other than CNN running nonstop bullshit, I haven't heard anyone really mention it.
Well, it's a Saturday, that's why. If this was a weekday, you'd see it all over the place.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, it'll be all over football tomorrow.
Oh, definitely.
Football will be all 9/11 out.
And I'm fine with that. I really have no problem with it.
Well, that's what Lewis Black said. He goes, after 9/11, when football came back on, he goes, I was tired of freedom. I pined to be a slave.
Yeah.
Because he goes, you're so sick of freedom.
Well, I have a problem with when they play the national anthem before every game. Why? I don't know what that has to do with any of it. But, the anniversary of 9/11, I kind of get it at that point.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it'd be good. But,
I'm not a flag-raving American. Like, America's a bit. No, we're okay. We're like, 7th or 8th best country to live in.
We're the best. No, we're probably the best country to live in because even the poorest among us eat like kings. Do you see a poor fat, a poor skinny person? Nope, they're all fat here. This ain't Croatia.
I only do because there's all the drugs.
Well, no, that's why we have our poor homeless people are all drug addicts.
Yeah,
who just smoke all day and do drugs. I ran into some the other day. They go, "Hey man, do you know where I can get some methadone?" I was like, no, man, I'm sorry.
That was in Florida, to be fair, you said.
No, that was here in Modesto.
Oh, that was there.
No, Florida, they're all stupid. I don't think they're drug addicts.
They couldn't pronounce methadone there.
No, things that you got that. I got funny juice. I need my funny juice.
I need some meth light.
Methadone. I said, well, the juice bar used to be downtown, but I don't know where it is now because they closed it down. Because they used to leave their syringes everywhere, so they kind of shut it over. And it was by a neighborhood. So they said that was probably a bad idea to have the methadone
all the
addicts
kids walking in needles.
Yeah, probably a bad idea to have that over there by a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. I hate this world so much.
This movie has a 5.9 on IMDb.
Yeah, I'm sure I saw that. Well, I think the problem was this is, again, it's a cable movie at best. It's like a Lifetime movie. It's kind of schmaltzy. I think it's not, if it was, because Oliver Stone, at least he tries to do it clinically, but I think there's a little bit of schmaltz there.
Commentary by director Oliver Stone.
Oh my God.
Commentary by Will Jimeno, Scott Strauss, John Bushing, and Patty McGee. That sounds like a miserable nightmare.
That would be awful. Was that the real guys?
The real people.
Oh my God.
I don't want to listen to that.
So, okay, right here, you see Nic Cage. He's laying down. Well, really, I was on a piece of broken glass the whole time.
Yeah.
That's never shown in the movie.
I had rebar up my ass.
It was really painful.
They cut that out. I don't know why.
I get it. Nick
I said, Oliver, it was in my ass.
Nick said no. I'm not doing that, man.
Luckily, he's not on the commentary.
Oh, that would be so awesome if he was, though.
I just want to say,
I was buried under the road. So to prepare for the character of this character, I buried myself in concrete for 6 days. And my wife at the time, Patricia Arquette, got me out, and then she's divorced me.
I did think it was nice. I know what you mean by cable movie because it does have that feel.
Yeah, it's very
the way it plots along the beginning. But and part of that reason is because he didn't want to show the planes hit the building.
Yeah.
Because it was 5 years after. He didn't want to show that. So that's what gives it that cable feel. Because they're just like, and you see the shadow and you hear like, and like, what's going on? What's going? And John Bernthal almost says the F word, but Nic Cage already used it, so he can't.
You got that one F word. That's all you get.
Oh, he said it later. But John Bernthal, what was that?
If it's not sexual,
yeah.
If it's sexual, it's an R rating. If it's a non-sexual fuck, it is a completely PG-13 one and done. That's it.
And it wasn't for the swearing this movie get a PG.
Yeah, I think that's what it did.
But You know what I mean? They didn't show the planes. That's kind of was the TV feel where it's just like they're reacting to something we're not seeing, and that's done out of like respect almost, or like we don't want to watch. You don't need to see it. You saw it 10,000 times on repeat in the news. You don't need to watch it in this movie. We know what happened. It hit the building, and I like the part where they're trying to figure out what's going on. They're like, and the older cop is just like, must have been like a crop duster, didn't know how to blah blah blah, and he's like, it didn't hit. No, it wasn't a commercial airliner. And like, that's an accident. And then they hear
that's right. You remember? Well, I remember that day. I was in bed, and it was 6:00 on the West Coast, and it was the first day of junior college, so I was 19.
Oh wow.
And I remember getting out. My dad woke me up. He said, a plane crashed in the World Trade Center. I said, really? Like a Cessna? Like I said the same thing. I said, it must have been a Cessna or something. And then I watched, and the second plane hit. I saw that live, and I was like, oh, shit. That's not good.
No, I was in French class because it was, I'm on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there, and then we hear in the announcement, turn on your news, classes are canceled. And
hey, all right. Everyone goes, yeah.
Everyone turns on the news, and then we're sitting there. We sat in that one class the whole day instead of like going the next,
Well, sure, yeah.
And they turn the news, and I was like, what happened? And we were watching, and then suddenly during the news feed, you see that second plane. I was like, holy shit. It's like, should we be watching this?
I remember that. And I had
toward the end of the day, or like a few hours later, the buildings collapsed, and we're just like, I'm like, 17. I had no idea how to handle that information.
Yeah.
I remember having two separate thoughts. This is fucked up, and that's a genius idea.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, who would have thought that would... I mean, it is a genius idea.
And that's morbid, but that was how my 17-year-old brain handled that. And I was like, fuck, that's if you're a terrorist, that's a great idea.
Well, absolutely.
But don't fucking do that. But
yeah, well, now forever TSA ruined airport travel forever. Made it a fucking pain in the ass forever. And they still hasn't really done anything to prevent anything. It was just dumb luck. Because remember the underwear bomber? That guy got through TSA no problem. The bomb didn't go off because he was a dumb shit.
The city of New York absolutely prohibited the recreation of 9/11 destruction or chaos on location. The filmmakers were not even allowed to film actors looking upward toward where the towers would be.
Wow.
The drive of the officers up to the site was permitted to be filmed, but all scenes depicting events or near the World Trade Center were filmed in Los Angeles. Damn. Wow. It's crazy. There's so many facts in this. I'm not going to go over them, but most of it's going to be the real person, But United 93, I'll never watch. Flight 93 looks like a TV movie. Oh, this looks awful. This looks like a Stephen King Langoliers thing. Look at this. A&E movie.
Ooh.
2006 also.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Bad. Who's in
That's not the Paul Greengrass movie, because that was what, 2009?
Oh, I just closed it. That's 2006 also.
Was it 2006? Oh my God.
It
was the year of the 9/11 movies.
Yes, so.
Just like Armageddon and Deep Impact.
It's crazy. Again, this is gonna be a short episode because we can't really discuss the movie that much because it's real simple. I thought some of the scenes of the rubbish or the rubble. I almost said carnage and rubble, so it was rubbish.
Rubbish, eh? Hello, rubbish.
It looked bad, some of it, and some of it looked really good. It was real hit or miss with the footage. Yeah. The most effective shot in the movie for me was all we see is that because they're in a lobby, the building starts to collapse. Nic Cage tells them in slow motion to run to the elevator shaft. They go in there, it falls down. Some of them die, and the building collapses. And he's sitting there. He's like, "I see light 20 feet up or so." He's like, "Should I go up there?" And Michael Pena is like, "Do not leave us. Like, come on, you're gonna stay here." And you think it's like, "Oh, there's light, therefore we're right there. We're good." And then the camera pulls out and goes over the wreckage, and you're like, "Oh, they're never gonna be found," because you realize it's in the middle of this just like massive
Yeah.
pile of rubble.
Yeah.
I thought that shot was effective, but some of those shots on the outside of the building of the rubble just looked awful.
Now, are these guys still alive today?
I don't know.
Should look that up, maybe. Hold on, let me see.
I don't want to go down that sad rabbit hole.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to double check this World Trade Center movie.
And when you called these guys heroes earlier, and I agree, this is why I get pissed when people call like football players heroes.
Well, sure, yeah.
I get a little fucking angry when sports stars are heroes. Heroes don't need to get paid millions of dollars to go be what they are.
Yeah.
I mean, if a kid looks up to you, that's fine. You're not a hero still. You're just an idol to that kid.
Yeah.
But a hero, I don't know. I see that more like sacrificing yourself for someone else, a hero, than just hitting a baseball. But whatever.
Wow. So,
oh no.
Well, no, I said Stanley Paramath is the one of 18 people that survived the plane's impact zone with above or within. Only 18 people survived that hit, and he was, I guess, the last one. Or
what does that mean?
He was only one of 18 to survive. So that shows you that. Oh, okay.
Like on the floor that it hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I never heard that one before.
No. Remember when Steve Renazizi from the league said that he was in the building and then had to backtrack all that?
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
He lied about it.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
You don't make fun. You don't make up shit like that.
No. What a fucking idiot.
Oh, they had a brand new story about the guy, so he's still around.
Oh, good.
Tom Canavan, buried alive at the World Trade Center site. He was 47th floor of the North Tower on a conference call in his boss's office when the airline hit. Canavan and his colleagues from First Union, a brokerage firm. Oh no, that wasn't him. No, they were just working. They weren't the cops or they were just there.
Oh, the real guy was in the movie. He plays a Port Authority officer. Yeah.
There you go.
Playing. That's good. Yeah, it's basically these two guys trying to survive. I thought the one guy was going to shoot himself in the head, but no, he fired a gun off in the air and then died.
Oh.
And then the gun went off when it got too heated down below. The gun started.
Oh shit! Off. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you're basically just watching two people suffer for 2
hours.
And that is a bummer. But also, it says in the beginning, based on a book or based on the real life events of these two guys, so you know they're going to live. So you're not like sitting there waiting for them to die.
Yeah.
And that's kind of uplifting, I guess. This is a star-studded movie. Like, it's so many. It reminds me of a war movie. Because a lot of war movies just have a bunch of people who show up for a scene, like Ted Danson, and all the Thin Red Line has like 50 people show up for a scene, and then they're out.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of this, where it takes me a second to recognize them. So I'm like, "Who's this guy?" And I was like, "He looks so familiar." Oh, it's Stephen Dorff. It took me a while to recognize him.
Oh wow, Stephen Dorff was there.
Yeah, he's the one that pulls everyone out.
Oh, okay.
He goes down below. You haven't seen this since the theater, have you?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
It's a long time since I've seen this movie.
Yeah,
it's just one that you don't revisit. It's just like, you know what? Okay, I saw it once, I don't ever see it again. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's like I mean, it's important, but at the same time, it's like I can't separate myself from like the reality of it and people making a movie out of it.
Yeah, it's a big part of the problem for the movie for me, if I had to say, is I don't feel any sympathy with the movie language of cinema. I don't feel sympathy for the two characters trapped in the rubble.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Obviously, I feel bad because of the circumstances they're in and they're trying to save people. Obviously, I get that. But the problem is the movie focuses all the sympathy on the wives. Like Maggie Gyllenhaal is pregnant and she's freaking the fuck out, obviously, and she's
Right.
not handling it well. And her family's super supportive and they're trying to take care of her, but she's gonna freak out. And Maria Bello has all these kids and the house isn't finished and yada yada yada.
Right.
And you watch her and she feels like she's been disconnected from her husband for a while, so she's got some regrets there. And you get that, but the problem is all that comes from the side characters, not the people trapped in the rubble. And kind of takes me away from the point of the movie a little bit.
In this one, if I remember correctly, did Maria Bello have like a really bad Boston accent?
No.
Is she trying to do that? Oh, Bobby, gotta get Bobby back.
No. She's
like Diane Lane and that awful last the Storm movie. Ugh.
Maria Bello.
The Perfect Storm.
That. Perfect Storm's good. No, not Perfect Storm. No, I was thinking of the Ice Storm. Ice Storm's good.
Yeah, I'm talking about Perfect Storm with
Perfect
George
Storm,
Clooney.
That is something.
That movie sucks.
That's another movie that is similar to this, where it's all the husbands in danger, and it cuts back to all the wives, and they're trying to deal with it. It's very similar. That movie sucks, though.
That movie sucks.
I saw that in the theater, and I was fucking angry.
Yeah,
so it just like capsizes, and it was like credits. I'm like, fuck you! Like that's what I was talking about, where these guys live in World Trade Center.
Yeah.
So, but when you're watching that movie, you're like, come on, and they fucking all die, and you're like, fuck you, then.
Yeah.
It just made me mad. Because you're wallowing in misery there without that relief of, oh, they got out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least they got out. Nope, they're all dead.
You see the boat in the distance going.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god.
It might as well have been a tub toy, like a little kid playing.
Jesus,
goes below the water.
Fucking depressing.
Come on,
Wolfgang Peterson.
Wolfgang
Peterson. I want to do the movie about the man who died in the boats.
My second.
Das Boot. No, again, yeah. I do that again. It's one fun bar.
Just sadder,
It's very sad.
Why do I sound like Werner Herzog? I don't know.
No, I did not have a knife in the gulag.
Alas, the men were not there to survive.
And the thing is, your American prison would be like a retirement home. He's right.
I want to play a little bit of Nic Cage's accent here.
Oh, it's because he has a Boston accent, doesn't he?
It's kind of Boston/New York.
Rodriguez, 9.
And if you notice, this guy is in different Nic Cage movies.
Post 1. Palavito. Sarge. 3.
Hold on.
Nice job on Friday.
Sarge.
Zulo. Sarge. 6.
This guy is in the National Treasure movies.
3-5.
Yeah, Nic Cage looks older here. Yeah. Oh
He's in the National Treasure movies.
Oh wow.
9.
Nic Cage looks old in this movie. Is that makeup or was that just him?
Listen up. Be on the lookout for this girl, Zoe Cowley.
This guy shows up later, like when they get back, and he's covered in blood, and they're just like, oh, there's not many people with him, and the guys just realize that, and that's what a lot of this movie is made up of bystanders watching this and commenting on it, and that I find that more effective because it's just like, oh, and they're all kind of just going, this is fucked,
right? Yeah,
because that's what we felt like watching 9/11 stuff.
Right,
we weren't a part of it, so you're just going, and it's all like speculative.
Yeah,
it's all like people talking about like, oh, the John Bernthal shows up and he's like, a fucking plane hit the Pentagon. They blew up the Pentagon, like some bombs or something, but they didn't really know the full facts.
Right.
That's what a lot of this felt like in real time when this is going on.
Well, yeah, and for months or weeks into it, they still didn't know.
Yeah,
and they were still trying to figure everything out. And you got these assholes who have their fucking conspiracy theories, and he's like, "Oh, shut up! No conspiracy theories, Jesus Christ!
Just let it be sad. It's fine. Just
yeah. It's just like there's nobody. Only your government wouldn't do that to their own people. It wasn't like that just to go to blood for oil. Bush is evil, Just people. There's bad people out there. They do bad things, and then you gotta. It's just like what Bill Murray said. Sometimes shit happens. No one knows who to turn to. And who are you going to call? Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
And he's right.
And at worst, I think what happened is they ignored the obvious signs that it was going to happen.
Right. Yeah.
And that's about as deep in the conspiracy things as I get.
Yeah.
Here's
Well,
where
it's like what Alan Moore said, or Alan Moore. He goes, "I think there's no such thing as conspiracy theory. We're all rudderless. Mankind is. There's no giant plan for things. Just people do shit and they cash in on it, or they don't, or whatever. I mean that's nobody care. I mean there is no grand scheme to shit.
My camera turned off.
Oh my god, they're in. They know. They're in on it.
Loose change.
Get out of here.
That was weird.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
You know who did that?
Both my audio and my video went off there.
You know why? A little problem. A little egomaniac.
Oliver Stone?
Lee Martin. He heard you. He answered the siren's call. He's coming for you, baby.
That's all right. All right. Here's my rankings for this movie. Here's where this falls.
Yeah, where would this be on that? Oh, wow, look at that.
I'm putting it up there because Nic Cage has a lot of bad movies.
Oh, yes, he does.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 14 on my quality movie.
Wow.
Put number 11 in my quality Cage. He's good in this.
No.
He doesn't get a chance to do a whole lot.
Well, it's a subdued Cage. This is Pig Cage, you know?
It's a little character moment. He doesn't... Yeah. It's hard to describe Cage in this movie. He plays a real life dude who's not a quirky Cage character. So he's just there. You know, he does a good job, and he didn't scream too much, only when it was appropriate.
Yeah.
He did a good job. I put it number 11 on the quality of Cage. A little bit higher than the movie itself.
Yeah.
I'm not going to defend it that much. I can move it around later. I don't know. Let's get out of here, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're done describing this movie.
Let's go get dressed up and liquored up for Jansen's birthday.
Today is Jansen's birthday. He's 30.
30?
Fucker just hit 30.
Oh my god, he looks like he's 40.
As we're looking at 40, he just turned 30.
Oh my god, he looks terrible. He needs to start taking those multivitamins.
Adam was 47 and he looked better. Man.
Ooh. Ouch.
All right. Next time, I mean, I said this last week as well, but next time should be Valley Girl 83 versus 2020.
I might not be available for that one. I'm not sure yet.
Fucking do it.
I try. I don't have them. I got to watch them on the stupid imaginary drive with things on it that I have to watch because I'm so fucked. I can't do it. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll try.
I think it'll be fun.
If I don't make it,
I have a feeling I'm here next week by myself because Jansen's dropped out like 3-4 weeks in a row now.
Yeah. Well, he did watch Leaving Las Vegas. He just didn't.
Yeah, I had to delay it because I was sick.
He did watch it, so I mean,
I can ask him about that next time.
There you go.
If he shows up, and then after that is Snake Eyes versus Looking Glass.
Well, that's more fun.
And then Prisoners of the Ghostland, if I can find a copy of it.
Oh my God. So wait. What's Looking Glass? So I've never heard of this.
It's him and what is her fucking name?
Is this a new movie?
2018.
Oh my God.
I tried to do some that are like 20 years apart. So Snake Eyes 98, Looking Glass 2018.
Oh wow. Okay.
Him and Robin Tunney. And they just bought a hotel and they're gonna run it. And they start finding all this weird shit that the last owner had, like secret rooms in the back with mirrors.
Okay, I can get behind that one.
It's a movie. That's all I'll say.
You saw it already.
I've seen every Nic Cage movie.
I've seen every Nic Cage. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for that.
It's not good. Snake Eyes is way better. At least that has De Palma behind it. This is.
No, Snake Eyes is a good. Yeah, Snake Eyes is fun. I can't wait to rewatch Snake Eyes.
Get Gary Sinise and.
Oh yeah, no, I'll definitely watch Snake Eyes.
That is a coked out Nic Cage if there ever was one.
Yeah, that might be another stage of Cage. Snake Eye Cage.
I think Snake Eyes is his wildest movie, his wildest performance.
Well,
Because-
next to Face Off.
No, Face Off, he's actually subdued compared to Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes, he's screaming like a lunatic because he's supposed to be coked out.
Well, in the first 20 minutes of Face Off, he's coked out. Snake Eyes
He's
Cage.
screaming and
Yeah.
and then he's trying to solve a mystery.
Hallelujah!
And you got that guy,
Face Off.
the boxer dude who's supposed to throw it, and it's just a fucking nightmare. And you got what's her name, who I would totally still bang.
Carla Gugino.
Yeah, Carla Gugino.
Oh my god, I wanted that. Oh my god, she's my top 5. She's so great.
Yeah.
Even today, I don't care.
She's the
Yes,
reason
Jay.
you need to watch Sin City.
Oh, I've seen Sin City. Oh, absolutely yes.
She's the only reason you need to watch Sin City.
Well, no, Sin City 2 is even better. Even Green.
Yeah,
They
but
do that the whole movie.
I don't think it's better, but it is. Yeah,
It's close. Eva
close.
Green's my top 5 too.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
in there.
And plus Mickey Rourke is in my top 5 too. So
Mickey Rourke, absolutely, 100%.
I want him with the bandages.
Now that's a man, absolutely.
He'll hit abroad.
I'll hit abroad, but also I'll fucking talk shit on the director because he's an asshole. And fuck you, and I hate my career because I self-destruct every 5 years.
Well, you could have got out the whole time. Why didn't you then? He's in the chair and he just throws the rope slings. I wanted to hear a plan first. Well, he would say it.
You ever see Angel Heart?
No.
Watch Angel Heart. I've heard about it for years. I finally sat down to actually watch it. It's fucking good. It's fucking dark. It's a dark fucking movie.
Is that him and De Niro?
Yeah.
Is that
it's
Barry Levinson?
Dark? No, it's some other guy.
Oh, really?
It's Alan Pakula. I can't remember. It's a director that does random artsy movies and then disappears and does what he pops up every now and then.
So he sounds like he lives in the African jungles and makes movies.
Hurricane. The eye of a hurricane. No, it's much. Yeah, no. Watch Angel Heart. It's good. It's like holy shit.
I don't want to say Andy Rourke. Mickey Rourke plays the devil, right? Or De Niro plays the devil.
De Niro is the devil, and that's all I'm gonna say. Okay. It's you can probably figure it out within like 20 minutes, but
yeah,
it's fucking dark.
Okay, I'll check it out.
So dark.
There's certain movies I want to watch that I'm just like, it could be terrible. Like King of New York, Christopher Walken, King of New York.
Love it. King of New York's great.
To Live and Die in L.A.
I haven't watched that one yet either. I didn't watch that one.
And then Angel Heart.
Yeah.
Those 3 movies, I'm like, I think I would like them, but what if I hate it? I'll keep that as a mystery in my head.
King of New York is so different, but it's awesome. And Lawrence Fishburne is fucking great. And he's a madman. He's nuts. He's just a crazy, like, goofy gangster, but like he's dangerous and he's insane.
Like he runs a bird thing on top of a building, like he does.
Yes, yeah. No, this is like a psychotic, like street thug that would be like. This would be what a street thug would be like. He's just nuts. He's just crazy. And then the best part is when David
Alan Greer.
No. The redhead from NYPD Blue.
Oh, okay. David Caruso.
David Caruso. Fucking David Caruso gets his head blown off by Christopher Walken.
Oh, nice.
With a fucking sawed-off shotgun. It's beautiful.
We are watching a David Caruso movie on this show. Nic Cage.
Oh, my God.
On
Kiss of Death?
Kiss of Death on 10/17/21.
Oh, my God. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
It's the jacked Nic Cage.
You got an acronym for yourself?
Cage.
You got an acronym for your girl? So mine's balls. Oh, shit.
Badass son of a sailor.
Something like that.
There's no L there.
Whatever. It's something stupid.
I put 2 S's instead of 2 L's.
It's something stupid.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember that movie that well. I have to watch that again.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I remember Ving Rhames is in it.
Yeah, and Samuel Jackson.
Jackson.
I went back and rewatched. I watched all the Cage movies I hadn't seen. I didn't rewatch the movies I haven't seen in a long time. So Kiss of Death is kind of blank in my mind. But yeah, World Trade Center, I gave you a 7.
Yeah, 7, solid. Yeah.
I don't know why it has less than a 6 on IMDb. I don't. What were you expecting? I think it's people who were just like, this is sad, therefore no. Like Jansen and Adam would be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, again, it's like, I don't know. Because, again, it's Hollywood, so are they doing it for the Oscar, even though they never got nominated for anything? And, like, was it this sort of calloused reasoning to make it, or was there a reasoning to make it? They wanted to sort of show reverence, but at the same time, it's like, you didn't give any of the money to the people.
They might have.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think Paramount didn't give a fuck. Oliver
No.
Stone cared.
Maybe, yeah.
Oliver Stone does stuff for free all the fucking time. All his weird, like, I'm gonna go interview Castro. He's not making much money off that. Like, I think because otherwise he wouldn't have made those credits like very specific and long. Like, the ending is just like this person. It's not like the normal Hollywood.
Right.
It's like, this is how many people, and it slowly pops up. These guys were pulled out. Only 20 people were pulled out. These guys are number 18 and 19.
Wow.
It's like, and it keeps going like specifics.
Right.
So Oliver Stone gave a shit about telling this story, because you can tell when you watch the movie he was respectful of everything. I don't think Paramount gave a shit though.
No.
Why would they?
Corporate movie making is the worst thing ever.
I just think it was way too early to make this movie. They should have waited 5 more years at least.
Well, I think that's, but yeah, again, it's like, I don't know. And again, United 93 came out the same year, so was it, oh my God, we can cash in on this. This is,
we waited 5 years.
Good. I mean, it's like,
I'll never watch United 93.
No, I
First
can't
of all,
do
I
it.
hate Paul Greengrass and the way he holds the camera.
I hate his style anyway.
I can't. I've only seen the Born Identity movies.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Oh my
God! You can't watch a Paul Greengrass movie? Why? What's the point? See, if you're listening on the podcast, you don't know what I'm doing.
If you're watching it, you're throwing up violently.
That's a visual gag. Yeah. Oh fuck! I'm dizzy.
Yeah, I can't stand the look of his movies. I've only seen a couple of them, but they both, like, everyone I've watched of his, I'm like, stop. Yeah. It's like the first Batman movie that Nolan did, and you're like, back the fuck up, dude. Yeah. And he realized that, and so the other 2 movies, he's more restraint.
He did a little bit. His action got better as the movies progressed.
Yeah,
and even in Tenet, it's better. The action's
way better.
No.
Yeah.
I like Tenet. I thought Tenet was good.
Tenet was good.
I enjoyed Tenet. I need to buy that one.
It's okay.
I didn't buy that yet.
Inception's way better. It reminds me a lot of that.
It's very Inception-y.
Yeah. Let's get out of here, though, right?
Yes.
Bye.
Be gone with you, Cage.
Citizens of Wonderland, rejoice in the fact that we have covered another movie on the show. Go to liwstudios.com for more videos and podcasts. Subscribe to Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube. Search on Amazon for books by Richard Pierce. Until next time, and in the meantime, we are Phoenix West, Dick Dickett and Jansen Carlin. So long, citizens. All hail our glorious leader. Shut off the fucking show now.